Good morning, children. So far, we discussed the remainder theorem and factors theorem. So, factors theorem: if x minus a is a factor of p of x, p of a equal to 0. When x minus a is a factor, when you can say x minus a is a factor, x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a equal to 0. X minus a is a factor means p of a equal to 0. When you replace a by x, when you replace a, we will get 0. When x replaced by a, we will get 0. Then x minus a is a factor. X minus 2 is a factor, p of 2 equal to 0. X minus 3 is a factor, p of 3 equal to 0. X plus 4 is a factor, p of minus 4 equal to 0. And if p of a equal to 0, if p of a equal to 0 implies then what? X minus a is a factor. X minus a is a factor of p of x. The x minus a is a factor, the remainder p of a equal to 0. If p of a equal to 0, x minus a is a factor. If p of minus 2 equal to 0, what is the factor? X plus 2 is a factor. If p of minus 3 equal to 0, when x replaced by minus 3, we will get remainder 0. If we get the result 0, then x plus 3 is a factor. If p of minus 4 equal to 0, x plus 4 is a factor. If p of 5 equal to 0, x minus 5 is a factor. If p of 7 is a factor, p of 7 equal to 0, then x minus 7 is a factor. These we discussed in the previous class. Now, let us factorize. In the factorization also already I explained how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? The second degree polynomial. The polynomial of second degree. The polynomial of second degree is called quadratic polynomial. So, factorization already I told you. Once again I explain factorization. How to factorize? Factorize the 10x square minus 31x minus 130. How to factorize this? I told you in the factorization first rule. We have to multiply first term quotient, first term. First term is what here? 10x square. Second degree quotient how much? 10. The last term is what? 130. These two multiply. These two to be multiplied like this. In the factorization, the first rule is multiply second degree quotient. Here second degree quotient is 10 and last term is what? 130. Multiply these two. So how much got? 1320 will got. 1320 will got. This 1320 split into factors again like this. 10 into 132. 10 into 132 multiply 10 and 132 will get 1320. Sum of 10 and 132 must be middle term. What is the middle term? We have 31. If you subtract or add, we should get the middle term. The product 1320 split into 10 into 132. 10 into 132, 1320. If you add them, 10 plus 132, you should get 31. No. 10 plus 132, 142. And subtract 132 minus 10, 122. It is not suitable. You factorize this. Still you simplify. 10 into 132. 10 5 into 2. 132. 3 4 the 12. 3 4 the 12. 5 into 2 into 3. 222. 5 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 11 2. Totally, I factorize this. 1320 I factorize as like this. 5 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 11. At last page. Now it cannot be factorized now. So, you multiply. You should get, some of them should be 31. 2 3 is 6. 6 to the 12. 2 3 is 6. 6 to the 12. 12 to the 24. 2 3 is 6. 6 to the 12. 12 to the 24. 11 5 is 55. 11 5 is 55. 11 5 is 55. 11 5s are 55. Remaining 2 3 are 6, 6 2 are 12, 12 2 are 24. 55 plus 24, 79. You should get 31. By adding, you are not getting. Subtract. 55 minus 24, 31. 55 minus 24, 31. These are the suitable. These are the suitable factors. Now allot the signs. Middle term sign should be allotted to the greater factor. Middle term sign. What is the middle term sign here? Minus. This minus should be allotted to the greater factor. Which is greater than this? 55 24, 55 is the greater. So middle term sign, whatever it may be, whether it is plus or minus, it should be allotted to the greater factor. Here middle term sign is what? Minus. This should be allotted to the 55. What about the smaller factor sign? 24 sign. We have to allot the sign to 24 also. So see the constant. What is the constant here? Negative. When the constant last sign is negative, when the constant sign is negative, allot the opposite sign of the greater factor. Allot the opposite sign of the greater factor. Greater factor sign is minus. Its opposite is what? Plus. If the constant is plus, in case of plus, what we will do? Same sign allot. In the case of plus, the last constant term sign is positive. Whatever allotted sign, same sign allot to the smaller factor also. Greater factor is minus, here also minus. It is plus, it is also plus. When it is plus. But here in our problem, the constant term sign is minus. When it is minus, allot the opposite sign of the greater factor. Greater factor sign is minus. Its opposite sign is what? Plus. Minus 55 plus 24 minus 31. Now you write 10x square instead of minus 31x, right? Minus 55x plus 24x. Instead of minus 31x, what did you write? Minus 55x plus 24x. Next what? Minus 130. You take which table will go here? 5 table will go. 5 table. 5x common. 5 and 10, 2 times 2x. 5x and 2x, 10x squared minus 511. Plus, here take 12 common. 12 to the 24 minus 12 1 and 12 11. So here 2x minus 11 common. It is present in the both. 2x minus 11 common. Next what remaining here? 5x plus. So like this. The factorization of this. The factors of 10x square minus 31x minus 132 are 2x minus 11 into 5x plus 12. This is the factorization. So one more easy problem I give you. Factorize second problem. 6x square plus 19x plus 15. How to factorize this? The same rule. In the factorization, same rule. You have to multiply second degree coefficient. The second degree coefficient is how much here? 6 and constant is 15. Constant is 15. 6 15 is 90. 6 15 is 90 is one. Okay. In the factorization, the rule is again. I am telling these rules. The first one is in the factorization, first multiply second degree coefficient and last term. Second degree coefficient is 6. The last term is 15. You multiply them, the product will got 90. This product 90 is split into factors. Some of them must be equal to middle term. Middle term coefficient how much? 90. Some of them must be equal to 90. So 19 I split as 6 into 15. 6 plus 15 19? No, 21. You should get 90. It is not suitable. Now subtract 15 minus 6 19. 15 minus 6 9. So it is not suitable. It is not suitable. 6 and 15 90. The product you are getting 90. But when you add them or subtract, must be equal to middle term coefficient. By adding 21 you are getting. It is not suitable. We require 90. 15 minus 9, 15 minus 6, 9. Not getting. So it is not suitable. So 90, you split another one. 10 into 9. 10 into 9, 90. 10 into 9, 90. 10 plus 9, 19. 10 plus 9, 19. It is suitable. Now, second stage is, now in the second phase, we have to allot the signs. 10 and 9. Here two factors we have. One is a smaller factor and another one is larger one, bigger one. So we have to allot the signs to them. Now middle term sign, whatever it may be, middle term sign, whatever it may be, whether it is plus or minus, it should be allotted to always greater factor. Greater factor. Middle term sign is what here? Plus. This plus should be allotted to always greater factor only. In this 10 and 19, greater factor is 10. What about this smaller factor sign? Smaller factor. For smaller factor also we should allot the sign. See the constant sign. What is the constant sign here? Plus. If the constant sign is plus, same sign allot. Same sign of the greater factor. Whatever sign is allotted to greater, same sign allot to the smaller also. When in case of constant is positive. If the constant is positive, same sign allot. In the case of constant is negative, what we will do? We allot the opposite sign of the greater factor. Opposite sign of the greater factor. Now we will have to write 6x square instead of plus 19x, write plus 10x plus 9x. 10x plus 9x, 19x. Next what? Plus 15. Plus 15. So which table will go now? 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2 common, numerical factor 2 common, and x here and x here, x common. 2x how many times does go in? 2 how many times does go in? 6, 3 times, x in x square, x times. Here sign is plus. 2 how many times does go in? 10, 5 times. Now here x not here, we cannot take common variable. Now we take only numerical values, multiples. Which table will go? 3 table, 3 3 3 5 3 take common, 3 3 plus 3 in 15, 5 times. Now 3x plus 5 is the common. It is present in the both the terms here and here. So that is why we are taking common. Taking common means outside writing 3x plus 5 common. What left here? 2x. Here what left? Plus 3. So 6x square plus 19x plus 15 factors are 3x plus 5 into 3x plus 2x plus 3. I hope you better understood factorization. So next concept is in this sum A. This is what it represents. A divides B. How can you read this? A divides B. Read as A divides B. A divides B, or A is a factor of B. A is a factor of B. A divides B. You read this symbol. This by A divides B. A by B means A divides B. A divides B means A is a factor of B. Also, and also read, and also A is a factor of 2 divides 4. 2 divides 4. 2 is a factor of 4. When you find the factors of 4, 2 will be present in there. So 5, 20. 5 is a factor of 20. 5 divides 20. 5 by 20. 5 divides 20. 5 is a factor of 20. So if the symbol like this, how you read this? A does not divide B. A does not divide B like this. This symbol is what? When the cross is there, A does not divide B. A is not a factor of B. This you should remember. Now some identities I tell you directly. If you remember these identities, you can factorize. You can factorize directly. They are A x minus y. X minus y is a factor of x to the power of n minus y to the power of n. For all n belongs to n. If any algebraic expression is in that form, so x minus y is a factor. X minus y is a factor. X minus y divides this. X minus y divides x power n minus y power n. Second one is x plus y. X plus y is a factor of x to the power of n minus y to the power of n when n is even. When n is even. N means the power. These are the even numbers. X plus y is a factor. X plus y is the factor. For example, x to the power of 6 minus y to the power of 6 is there. X to the power of 6 minus y to the power of 6. The power is even number, n is a even number. When it is even number, which is a factor? X plus y is a factor. X plus y is a factor if it is in that form. So x plus y is a factor of x power n minus y power n in what condition? When n is even. When n is even. The third one is x plus y is a factor. X plus y is a factor of x power n plus y power n when n is odd. When n is odd. When the power is odd number, same, whatever it is there, same factor. X plus y is a factor. X to the power of 7 plus y to the power of 7 given. What is the factor of x to the power of 7 plus y to the power of 7? X plus y. In case of x to the power of 11 plus y to the power of 11 also, x plus y becomes the factor. When n is odd, x plus y is the factor. And last one, same, I repeat, x minus y is a factor of x power n plus y power n for all n belongs to n. The power is set of natural numbers. X minus y is a factor. X minus y divides x power n plus y power n. So these four conditions you remember. You note down this. You practice. You generate the questions on this. So next basic identities, algebraic identities. You know that already you have learnt in the 8th class. They are, you know, that a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, a plus b into a minus b. This all a plus b whole square means. Here in the 9th class we say in terms of x and y, instead of a and b, x plus y whole square, x square plus y square plus 2xy, x minus y whole square, x square minus 2xy plus y square, x square minus y square, x plus y into x minus y, and x plus y plus z whole square equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. The newly things are here. Those four identities you know already, you have learnt in the 8th class. The new one is what here? This one, x plus y whole cube. New identity, x plus y whole cube and x minus y whole cube and x cube plus y cube and x cube minus y cube and x cube plus y cube plus z cube identity also we are going to learn in this 9th standard. We will discuss in the next class about those. Okay, now with those identities we can finish up your chapter last exercise. Okay, thank you.